It's okay, we got this. Alright, that was a throw by them. You know what it is. I do it big. They're not gonna stop the back, are they? No! Really? Oh god. It was so close. Oh come on. Oh come on, you fucking minions. Oh man. Fuck! I'm doing it! I'm doing it! Twitch chat, I'm doing it! Well, it's not like I look at the email of people that donate.
So let's vote question mark.
Boom! Outplayed! We gotta wait for a minion wave so that we have something alpha too after we beat the shit out of them. There we go. See? That's why we wait for the minion wave. You don't blindly dive. You wait for the minion wave. Call a catapult to deal massive damage. Alright. There you go.
I need to take the flanks.
Oh shit, that actually shot it. Oh fuck. Okay, I thought I summoned a catapult, but I actually summoned a... Okay. That was something else. That was something else, dude. That's going on YouTube. Nice. Team's dying. Fuck me, I don't have meditate. I didn't have meditate. I thought I had meditate. If I had meditate, I would have won that. What are you doing? No! You are so... Oh! Did you not see me fighting him? Ooh. I'm sorry for that one, Shako. That looked not so yummy. Like, in fact, my late game farm all relies on me split pushing lanes. Come on, E me so I can fucking kill you. Okay, he saved it. Clean. No, I mean, I have 5 kills and 4 assists. I meant kill participation. Alright, well, we got 2 kills out of that one. We got 2 out of that one. I'll take that. Thank you, Lovelicia. Okay, well, we got him at fault. Why, hey, what's up, fam? Thanks for the penta.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Hey guys, it is time to pick a build from our video the other day, and we're going to use TubeBuddy to pick it. So here we go. We are picking a winner, and the winner is Oscar Giordano. Oscar Giordano. So thank you for your build here. His build is for Master Yi. And I can't say I'm too surprised since we do primarily Master Yi on this channel. So let's go ahead and take a look at his build and talk about it. So it looks like he starts off with a Blood Razor, and Blood Razor is actually, right now, my favorite starting item on Master Yi. I think Blood Razor is great. It gives you the power to take down dragons, it gives you the power to melt tanks, it gives you the attack speed early that Master Yi really craves. So I don't really have any complaints about Blood Razor early. I actually prefer Blood Razor over Warrior. Next, he gets Boots level 1. I've been looking at some other really good Master Yi players, and they like to grab their boots immediately after their jungle item. So some of them get like Ninja Tabbies, or some of them get Berserker Greaves, and some get Merc Treads. So I think grabbing boots after Blood Razor is a very solid start. You might even consider getting tier 2 boots after that, because right now movement speed is really key and it's very meta. So maybe consider tier 2 boots, but I too go tier 1 boots. That's what I do. Next he goes Edge of Night. Now, I mean, sure, right now lethality is really strong. Edge of Night I feel is slightly, it's slightly situational, but it's slightly not situational. It's a very good item right now. And it's active, you know, the earlier you buy it, the more you can use its active, and the active itself is really strong. And it has MR on it. So if you're against like an all AD team and, you know, they have a lot of spammable spells, you might want to consider not getting Edge of Night early. Or, you know, I think Edge of Night would be a perfectly fine item. Although I prefer your number 4, which is Blade of the Rune King. What I would do is I would buy Blade of the Rune King. It synergizes really well with Blood Razor. Although Blood Razor attack speed goes really well with the AD on Edge of Night. But what I would do is I would go Blade of the Rune King over Edge of Night. Unless they were, you know, heavy magic damage dealers or something like that. But I don't really have too much of a problem with Edge of Night there. And now we have Blade of the Rune King and Trinity Force. Against Tanky, it gets Assassin. So it looks like you go Trinity Force against Assassins, and you go Blade of the Rune King against Tanky. Now you have to keep in mind that if you go Trinity Force, you're not going to have any lifesteal against Assassins. And lifesteal is one of those things that is actually really, really important that you don't really notice. You don't really notice it until, you know, you don't have it. I'm not a big fan of Trinity Force, personally. I don't get Trinity Force too often on Master Yi. A lot of people have been asking me about it. You get the speed up, you get the extra Sheen proc, you get a lot of CDR. Instead of Trinity Force, maybe you could consider getting a Black Cleaver. It gives the same amount of CDR, and it also gives the on hit that speeds you up, and it also penetrates some armor as well. Maybe consider that. It's also a lot cheaper. And it also gives you an HP. So the only thing you're really missing is the Sheen proc from that I can think of. And the attack speed. You're not getting much attack speed. But if you went Blood Razor, you have quite a lot of attack speed to begin with anyway. And it also works against tanky players as well. So I personally, what I would do right now is Blood Razor, Boots, level 1 or level 2, Blade of the Rune King, and then I would go Edge of Night. Or I would go Blood Razor, Boots, Black Cleaver, into Edge of Night. But you wouldn't have much attack speed there, so you'd have to make it up in your Runes of Masteries. Next, you complete your boots in armor or MR depending on the enemy team. Yeah, that works. Because one of the reasons I also hold off on buying my boots, I also do not buy my boots too quickly, is you can complete better core items more quickly, because completing your boots costs 800 gold, and 800 gold is basically an extra pickaxe for your Edge of Night, and the faster you get your build items done, the faster you hit your power spike. But I have been seeing people complete their boots earlier because movement speed is pretty core right now in the current meta. You just got to be able to get around the map and stuff like that. Thornmail, Spirit Visage. Spirit Visage, okay, so for this, I would only grab Thornmail if you already have HP. So if you went Black Cleaver earlier, then yeah, you can consider a Thornmail. If you have Edge of Night already, so you don't really need to get the Spirit Visage. I don't get Spirit Visage too often. If I'm going to get an MR item, which you already have Edge of Night, maybe consider Maul. Malmortius, or you would have your Merc Treads, probably. Like, I really don't get Spirit Visage too often. I do get Thornmail sometimes, but if you're going Thornmail, you want to make sure that you have the black cleaver there, because you want to have the extra HP. Because the way that armor and HP works is you have to balance them out so that you get a sufficient amount of estimated HP. So as you get more armor, you want to get more HP. And if you look at your build here, you don't really have any HP except Trinity Force, and it's really not that much. So your Thornmail is not going to be very effective. So you might want to consider that. And if you look at number 7, you build Guardian Angel after selling your boots. And now that's giving you more armor and MR, but you're still lacking HP. So I feel like in your build, what you could really use is either maybe a Sterag's Gauge or a Black Cleaver. And Black Cleaver is incredibly meta right now. So you might consider just throwing in a Black Cleaver somewhere in there. 1, 2, 3, okay. And for the Spirit Visage replacements, I talked about Maul Memortius. Edge of Night is something that I would replace it with, but you already have Edge of Night earlier in your build. So I think that Maul, okay, I'm actually looking it up. I should have done this before. Magic MR items. So you might consider, you might consider Quicksilver Sash with the upgrade into Mercurial Scimitar. Even Guardian Angel at this point. You might consider Guardian Angel over Spirit Visage. Also, Locket of the Iron Solore is actually really, really powerful right now. It's only 2,200. Your active has a shield for all your allies, and it gives you a lot of MR and armor. So, like, let's say that you went for Black Cleaver, but you need HP for that because it doesn't give you any HP. You have to remember that you do need to get HP somewhere. And HP options are Sterag's Gauge and the Black Cleaver. So, yeah, I would probably grab the Quicksilver Sash instead of the Spirit Visage. I know that some players like to grab Spirit Visage for the extra meditate heals, but you have to keep in mind that in your build you might not even have any lifesteal either, because you're going to go Trinity Force instead of Blade of the Ring King. So I mean, your Spirit Visage is only amplifying meditate, which might get canceled. So definitely consider swapping out that Spirit Visage unless you get a lot more lifesteal as well. Like, let's say you had a Bloodthirster and, you know, Blade of the Ring King in the same build, then you can consider a Spirit Visage there. All right, I think we did a pretty decent job of looking over the build here. If I had to rate the build, I would give it points for the Blood Razor is really good. The boots immediately after Blood Razor is a good idea. Edge of Night's very strong right now. I feel right here is a little conflict. The Blade and Ring King and Trinity Force, I feel like that's a part where, you know, there's some conflict. Completing boots, I feel like he could complete boots earlier, but it's okay here. And the Thornmail Spirit Visage definitely needs to be changed here. And Guardian Angel for selling boots is definitely something he can do. You can definitely do that. So for the build, you know, I give it maybe a 7 out of 10. It's a pretty solid build in certain circumstances, but it can be improved in certain spots. So now, if you want your build to be seen in our next build picker, make sure to type #mybuild and hashtag your champion name, and then go ahead and put out your build just like this very easily here, and I will look over it in one of our future videos. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And if you have any comments about this build that I looked over here, feel free to leave those in the comments as well. Like, Cowsep, I disagree. I think Thornmail is a great item without health. You can do that as well. I don't mind. And thank you, Oscar, for letting me look at your build.